I'm Jackson.
And I'm Dylan.
And this is Wacky News.
Welcome to Wacky News. My name is Dylan. This is a podcast for kids, about kids, and presented to you by kids. My brother Jackson and I will share news stories every week for you to discuss with your friends on the school bus, during lunch, or whenever you want.
Hi guys, it's Friday, and Dylan and I are psyched to give you an excellent episode of Wacky News to get your weekend started off on the right foot.
We hope you had a really great week. We also hope that you've been listening to Toothy Trivia this week and enjoying the cool Halloween-inspired trivia themes.
Speaking of Halloween, for the past couple of episodes, we have asked you to leave us a message letting us know what your Halloween costume is going to be. While we wanted to share all the messages we've received, we've decided to showcase the messages an entire class sent us.
That's right. The second and third graders of Classroom 217 at Skyline Elementary School all have awesome costume ideas. Here's a preview.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Hi, I'm Beck, and I am 8 years old, and I'm going to be a red Spartan for Halloween.
My name is Maggie, and I'm going to be a ghost that came from the dead, and it's going to be a bride.
I'm Nora, I'm 8, and I'm going to be a Grim Reaper.
And make sure to stay till the end, because we're going to have all the rest.
Thanks a lot to Classroom 217 and their teacher, Teacher Tom. We'll have a class picture on our show notes.
You want to know something else cool about Classroom 217, Jackson?
Sure, what?
Led by Teacher Tom, these students are hosting their own podcast just like us. It's called One Cool Class Doing Podcasts, and they have already produced 3 awesome episodes.
You're right, Dylan, that is awesome. Everyone should check out their podcast out at onecoolclassdoingpodcasts.com.
One Cool Class Doing Podcasts.
Finally, we did it.
They will cover a bunch of cool topics and stories with each episode. We'll have a link to that in the show notes too. Hey, Wacky News Machine, that gives me an idea. Can you find some cool news stories about schools doing podcasts?
Wow, Wacky News Machine, you are so good at finding news stories for everything. Podcasting in the classroom. So, as the host of a podcast myself, I already know a lot of reasons why podcasts are good to listen to. They can be downloaded and listened to anywhere at any time, and you can pause them whenever you want and continue listening to them later, whenever you want. You can find podcasts about every type of topic you can imagine, like cats or dogs. You can learn lots of things from podcasts, like information or instructions on how to do something. Podcasts can make you laugh or cry and experience all sorts of emotions.
Plus, they're really fun to do. As a kid host of a kid podcast, I feel like I have benefited in a ton of different ways.
That's right, Jackson, and this story is going to cover the benefits of kids producing podcasts, just like Teacher Tom's class, as well as the reasons for listening to them. Podcasts versus television. Studies have shown that children respond better to a story they can listen to than a story they can see. One study from the University of Amsterdam had kids in grades 1 through 4 begin 2 different stories. The first story they were only able to listen to. The second story was a movie that they could watch. With both stories, the researchers ended the stories before they were over, then asked the kids a bunch of questions.
It turns out the stories that we're only listened to allow kids to imagine every part of them in their heads, like the details about the characters and what the scenery looked like. The movies already painted that information out for the kids.
So when the researchers asked the kids about the story they had only listened to, the kids were able to draw more original pictures showing what the story was about. They asked more unique questions about the story. They were able to imagine more creative possible endings to the story. They were also able to come up with more ways to solve the problems of the story's characters.
That's pretty cool. A study showing that listening to podcasts can help your brain work better.
And teachers have been picking up on this too. One teacher, Michael Godsey, wrote an article about how podcasts help engage his entire classroom. After noticing that many of his students would become distracted after about 5 minutes of reading, he started having them read along to the transcripts of podcasts while listening to them in class. Not only did his students focus more, but they became more involved in discussing the topics they were studying and willingly do more research outside of the class to learn more.
More and more studies are demonstrating that podcasts are really good tools used by teachers in the classroom. And we are going to provide links to a lot of these and other articles in the show notes. And cool, look at this. Another study by a professor in a university in Barcelona explains the brain is more stimulated by 2 people talking in a podcast than just one person telling a story over a podcast.
Just like you and me. When we do wacky news, the 2 of us speak back and forth. That's called a dialogue, which makes it easier and better for our listeners to pay attention and remember what we say.
We are so smart.
Don't let that go to your head, Jackson. Mommy writes our scripts. The idea was not ours.
But we make magic happen, Dylan.
Fair enough. Speaking of making magic happen, when it comes to actually creating podcasts, students benefit from becoming more aware of the subject they are discussing, especially if they are writing the script or creating the talking points of the show. Teachers can work with students to have them create new podcasts about what is happening around the world.
Or even in their school. Students can become kid reporters and let other kids know about the upcoming school events.
By doing podcast episodes that talk about a book they are reading in class, students pay more attention to the material and can better understand the book themselves.
Not to mention how much better they will get at reading aloud. Remember how I read when we first started this, Dylan?
Yeah, your reading has really improved in only a few short months, Jackson.
And teachers can even create podcasts themselves for students to listen to at home while they are working on homework.
The sky is the limit when it comes to using podcasts to help educate students. Teacher Tom and other teachers across America are creating some cool podcasts with their students, and we will be featuring more of them in future episodes.
If you are listening and want to talk to your school or teacher about creating a school podcast, go to podcastplayground.com and let us know. We can help.
And definitely let us know if you are already doing a podcast at your school. Before we move on to some school-themed wacky jokes, let's talk a little bit about our sponsor. Music for More is a really great charity organization that launched in 2009 with the goal of helping schools that don't have enough money or instruments to offer students a music program.
It's hard to believe that some schools don't even have music programs at all. Studies have proven that music helps kids in so many ways.
Those ways include being more engaged in school, developing creativity, better SAT scores, increased coordination, and so much more.
Music for More collects donated instruments from musicians and gives them to schools in need. They also hold a lot of special events like concerts and things to raise money for schools to improve their music programs.
For more information, go to music4more.com. That's musicformore.com, using just the number 4, not spelling it out.
And now it's time for Wacky Jokes!
Why did the student take a ladder to school? Because she wanted to go to high school.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the school dance? Because he didn't have any body to take.
What happened to the plant in math class? It grew square roots.
Why did the cross-eyed teacher lose her job? She couldn't control her pupils.
What did one math book say to the other? Don't bother me, I have my own problems.
What is a chalkboard's favorite drink? Hot chocolate.
That's all we have for episode 24. Thank you so much for downloading and listening to our show.
And don't keep us a secret. Tell your teachers and friends to go to podcastplayground.com and check us out.
And also subscribe to Toothy Trivia while you're there. No more rushing or brushing. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Halloween with episode 25. Bye!
Hi, I'm Harrison. I'm 8 and I'm gonna be a stormtrooper for Halloween.
My name is Henry. My age is 8, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna be for Halloween.
My name is Wes. I'm 8 and I'm gonna be a werewolf for Halloween.
My name is Ren and I'm 7, and I'm going to be Maleficent. My name is Brock. I'm 7 years old, and I'm going to be the guy from Screams. I don't know his name. My name is Mezzy. I'm gonna be for Halloween a kitty cat, and I am 7 and I am in second grade.
I'm Bo and I'm 9 and I'm going to be McCree for Halloween. McCree's an Overwatch character.
Selena, I'm 7 and I'm going to be a bloody ghost.
I'm Mila, and I'm 8 years old, and I'm going to be a Snow Queen for Halloween. My name is Carlos. I'm 9, and I'm going to be a ninja.
I'm Adriana and I'm 8 and I'm going to be Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars.
I'm Christian, and I'm 7, and I'm going to be a cheetah for Halloween.
Hi, I'm Johanna. I'm 8 and I'm gonna be Supergirl.
My name is Sophia, and I'm 8, and I'll either be a black cat or a vampire for Halloween.
I'm Jacob and I'm 7 and I'm going to be Bad Cop from the Lego movie if you've watched it for Halloween.
Hi, my name is Cade, and I'm 8. I'm gonna be a Halo Spartan that's blue.
My name is Leah and I'm 7 years old and I'm gonna be a witch.
My name's Abdul. I'm 9 and I'm going to be a Slender Man for Halloween.
My name is Tessa and I'm 8 years old and I'm going to be a Reaper for Halloween.
Hi, I'm Addie and I'm 7 years old and I'm going to be a woodland fairy for Halloween.